Hi Taurus, welcome to Third Eye Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the first half of November 2025, or for whenever you find it. Let's get started. Hey Spirit, please do messages for Taurus's highest good. Thank you. So welcome back, Taurus. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much. So happy to have you here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I like to get one overall theme from the Wild Unknown archetype and read from the book. I think it's beautifully written. Hope you enjoy. This is for Taurus. Hope you're surviving the pre-shadow to the retrograde as well as you possibly can. I think it's officially kicking off on the 9th of November, but I don't know, I need to check that again. Agape is your card today. Page 211. What if, instead of putting yourself at the center of your spiritual practice, you put God, Goddess, or nature at the center? How would this change your approach? Such is the energy of agape. It is alive when we are in awe and wonder, our breath taken away by the sacred force that surrounds us and asks for nothing in return. This card can indicate a spiritual initiation that stretches your capacity to love and serve. You sense the earthly as the heavenly, and vice versa. Such an initiatory moment can appear in any form, and, like a healing balm to the modern soul, its effects last a lifetime. The Agape card may also suggest you reassess what you worship every day, consciously or unconsciously. What are you elevating? Where does the sacred ladder you climb ultimately lead to? Our attention is so important, right? That is literally, it was 2:11 when I finished reading too. That's Spirit, you are so amazing. I love this job. But listen, I was about to say our attention is currency, right? We feed whatever we're paying attention to with our thought momentum, and we give it nutrients, you know, whatever we're focused on. So I personally am very careful what I will focus on. Let's open up with the mashed up deck. Sometimes I slip from that trajectory and get whisked away into some drama, but I quickly realize that no, I don't want to feed that, and I want to starve it out. 7 of Cups, yeah. Let's not get sloppy, okay? Slip into confusion, and the world is on the other side. So let's wrap that up, right? And start something better. Anyway, ooh, they're throwing cards off everywhere. What is this? 8 of Wands. The 7 of Cups. It's like, yeah, I guess somebody wants to like get rid of that confusion real quick. Let's try that again, shall we? This is for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. My little necklace. I haven't worn this one in a while. But it is Scorpio season, so yeah. And I am a Scorpio, so that whole death rebirth thing. All day, every day. Taurus, disengaging from something here with this 8 of Cups to go into something way more refreshing, even if that's just disengaging from the media for a while, so that we're not feeding in our thought momentum into realities, you know, that we don't want. So I had a friend once say to me, worry is a prayer for what we don't want. Why is that? Because whatever we pay attention to, we're feeding the momentum of that outcome. So yeah, worry is a misuse of your imagination. That's another quote that I love. You want to counterbalance something, see its equal and opposite possible trajectory, right? Focus there, feed that. What'd you get? Ten of Swords. Yes, can we stop focusing on the pain of the past? It'll just regurgitate more of the same. Ten of Swords is a very difficult energy, but it does suggest the end of a painful cycle. Like the worst is behind you now. Wow, look at that. Eight of Cups again. Disengaging from it once and for all instead of keeping it active in our vibration. If we continuously ruminate on the betrayals or the whatever that Ten of Swords represents, then we're gonna recreate it in our future experience because we're vibing it. Because whatever you're focused on in your brain doesn't know the difference between it actually happening or you just recalling a memory. It gives you the same physiological results, right? And so yeah, anyway. Nine of Cups, the Lovers, the Four of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the World is here again, Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. Somebody's feeling trapped or like they can't see a way forward. I'd say with this Four of Swords being here, that is absolutely imperative, right? To get out of feeling stuck and trapped and bound up in our mental realm of, you know, analysis paralysis or just feeling like there's no way out. Four of Swords is taking the time every single day to clear the mind with some deep breathing work. It's imperative. Like, I will never stop recommending that. It's the most important thing I've ever done for myself. So we have the Ace of Pentacles to the Lovers, which is pretty significant in and of itself. And then we have Nine of Cups coming underneath the Eight of Swords. So if we can, you know, fully disengage from whatever it is that's kept us trapped and bound and perhaps repeating cycles, right? We saw the World. Yes, the World is here. So are we actually graduating, learning a lesson, graduating and moving into a new way of being, or just keeping heartbreak on repeat? I feel somebody's clawing their way out, right? And beware of crabs in a bucket, right? People who want to keep you on their level, like a caterpillar when you're trying to turn into a butterfly, something like that. What are we going to clarify with? How about Santa Muerte, since it is Scorpio season? Ooh, on the cut we have another Ace of Swords, and beautiful, the Sun on the other side. So breaking out of perhaps a self-imposed mental prison or just feeling stuck and bound in something. That's what that's saying to me. You're seeing a way out. Or if this isn't your energy, it could be somebody in your orbit, in your like life, right? Eight of Wands, they might be communicating soon. Two cards of communication with that Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Ace of Swords is a truthful communication as well. Clarity on the spread for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. There's the Eight of Cups again. Walking away, or somebody walked away from something here. So literally, it's over here on the bottom of this deck as well. Glad I picked it up because what was right under it is the Two of Cups. So did we leave a partnership behind, or are we leaving something behind so we could walk into partnership? Certainly, if somebody left 10 swords in you, you wouldn't want to stick around for more, right? Clarify the 10 of Swords for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. King of Swords. Yeah, let's cut that out once and for all. Let's get very clear in the mind space. Something that's been weighing somebody down here for a long time, perhaps even a decade. You know, this is a 10 of Wands, and we're clarifying a 10 of Swords. So this could have been going on for a while, and now it looks like perhaps they're finally graduating here because they're learning to calm the mind. And like I said earlier, in my opinion, that's with breath work. Now, don't worry if you can't quiet your mind immediately. Just breathe anyway, you know. Big in, hold it at the top, and then all the way out. Letting all of that anxiety go with it. And then another big inhale, and repeat that for at least 10 minutes. The world. Clarify the world every single day. It's crucial. Clarify the world. I'd like personally to do mine in the morning. It's like plugging into a power source. So I want to do it in the morning before I take action during, you know, the day. Clarify the world. Thank you. The tower. I love how they depict it in this deck. She's like literally eating the building. Something blew up, Taurus. What's up? What's going on? We're leaving that behind. Leaving that behind. Six of Swords. Yeah. I think possibly somebody's happy that this closed out because it was, I mean, it was 10 of Swords. Like, yeah, bye. Like, why would we want to keep that on repeat? Clarify the Seven of Wands. So this is either somebody's putting up a firm boundary with whatever past they just rode their little boat out of, or this is someone who's very protective of this upcoming union because this Lovers is directly below the Seven of Wands. And yeah, let's find out. Wow. I paused on the Lovers. Gotta love when that happens. Clarify the Seven of Wands, please. Might as well keep the Lovers with it. No, let's do it separate. Clarify the Seven of Wands for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. The Magician with the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, specifically Scorpio because the Kings are the fixed signs, but you have the Magician coming out for that Seven of Wands. So that absolutely is giving me like somebody who's very protective of what they've manifested here. It's like they've had to like claw their way out of some cage or confinement. Clarify this Eight of Swords. Thank you. Spirit, I love you. I love this freaking job. We're clarifying how to get out of that mental prison, and they give us the Four of freaking Swords again. Just to reiterate the importance of a daily deep breathing meditation. Like, I cannot stress it enough. It's the best thing I've ever done for myself. And it's the daily consistency that's key. You don't have to be under for like an hour. You just have to do it every single day. And it has this accumulative effect. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. So like how to deal with all of this drama and bull that goes on in life all the time. Oh, interesting. You're the bull, Taurus, but you know what I meant. The bullish, which I can't say because, you know, I'm monetized and I'd like to keep it that way on this channel. But people who bring drama, okay, it's inevitable. So what are we going to do about it? We're going to keep ourselves anchored to source energy as much as possible. That's my solution anyway. Four of Swords, Four of Swords. That's how we get a clear channel. Clarify this Four of Swords that's already here for Taurus, please. Thank you, Spirit. Queen of Swords. How interesting. So yeah, both King and Queen of Swords being here, and we're talking about clearing the mind. So maybe this is two people who are actively trying to clear their mind, but the Chariot just hit in the reverse directly on the Four of Swords. So it's saying to me, before we can go charging forward and taking action, no, it's in the reverse. We need to do our due diligence to get our head right. Because clearly something freaking blew up here, right, with the tower. So before we can come in with some kind of offer, yes, we need to take the time necessary to clear that mind. And Harvard did a study on deep breathing meditation, and it showed an increase in the gray matter in the participants after 6 to 8 weeks of daily practice. So, maybe, hey, 6 to 8 weeks of daily practice, and then suddenly we're feeling like, oh, I can see a way forward out of this Eight of Swords blindedness, blindfolded, and how to either come in with an offer or be receptive to offers, right? Because how is this person who's blindfolded supposed to accept offers that they can't even see because their mind is all tied up with anxiety and whatnot? Yeah, so it could very well be two people who are clearing their mind space. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. A lot of cards just came out. Seven of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck, which is an energy of having to wait. There's an element of waiting for a return on investment there. So more waiting energy with this Temperance that's coming out. Has the Seven of Wands right there with it. Seven of Wands was already here, and it was clarified by the Magician. And it's right above the Lovers. So some sort of a connection that someone is very protective of, I would say. We have the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords is officially here. The Ten of Swords is here again, okay? And the Eight of Wands. So very passionate. Ace of Wands to the Eight of Wands. Yeah, somebody's very, very passionate here. Wants to leave troubled times behind. Six of Swords. Like, can we move it into smoother territory? They're coming in with a very significant offer. Ace of Pentacles that we're clarifying is a significant offer, right? It's not just like wand energy, which is also here. Yes, passion, but this is something that has a firm foundation and it has growth potential. Ten of Pentacles is a shared life experience. This is like, doing the thing, the laundry and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's life. It's life stuff. Clarify the Lovers for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. If you can hear my stomach growling, it's because I'm currently fasting. I think I'm like 38 hours in or something, but I'm doing it a little differently this time. I'm taking little tiny bits of fat. So I'm a big faster. I'm a big fan of fasting. But anyway, getting back to your reading, clarifying the Lovers is the Devil in the reverse. How about that? Yeah, so whatever this new connection, this is a very, this is two people who have taken the time to get their minds cleared from the cobwebs. Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So love, ladies and gentlemen, genuine emotion. Isn't it unbelievable? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. We did see the King earlier. Let's clarify this cup energy, the Nine of Cups. This is a wish come true. Clarify the Nine of Cups, please, for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. The Devil is a major arcana for the sign of Capricorn. Temperance is a card of Sagittarius. Who else do we have? We have the Magician, which is Gemini and Virgo. Please clarify the Nine of Cups. Thank you. The World again. Wow. Okay, so it's here twice. So yeah, it absolutely could be like something that closes out and fit it in however it fits. Is it something to close out that's going to rebirth? Or are we just nailing the coffin shut, so to speak, on the past altogether and moving into a whole new world, right? So Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I actually am a very big fan of this particular Two of Pentacles because I just love how nurturing it is. Like this one skeleton has this one wrapped up in a blanket, and this one's like placing a coin in the other one's little skeleton hand, and they're obviously like perfect little mirrors of each other with the two halves of the butterfly. Didn't we say something about butterfly earlier? I can't remember. Yeah, caterpillars and crabs in the bucket. That's right. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing it back. Let's get you some Burning Heart Love Oracle. This is for Taurus. If you like the way I read the cards, Taurus, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Super helpful to get me into the algorithm. Thank you so much. If you'd like to be notified when I upload, click on the bell icon. And if you would like a private reading or to donate to my channel with a tip, I have links in the description box. I need to tell you the truth. And I've been manifesting you. Interesting. Careful with messing with people's free will, right? Just saying. Hidden Truth Oracle for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. You don't know how hard it was to let you go, and I know I messed up everything. Some Moonology, please, for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. What do you need to release? Waning moon energy, and confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Yeah, so anyway, if you're interested in the fast, the little bit of fat that I'm having this go around, because I've fasted before with just electrolytes and water, but is ghee. So Ghee. It's clarified butter, and it's got Himalayan salt in it, and it's decadent. So yeah, just a little spoonful or so to keep me going. Stag, trust and thrive. And I don't think it messes with autophagy. I think autophagy continues because you're not taking any protein, you're not taking in any carbohydrates at all. You know, it's just the fat for just that little bit of fuel, brain fuel. So we have Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried a longer fast. I've only just recently started getting into longer fasts. I've been an intermittent faster for years and years, but yeah. A couple of cards from the Oracle of the Seven Energies for Taurus. I recently, well, not too recently, a little bit ago now, but a couple months, whatever. I did a 7-day fast. It was a little over 7 days. It was like 7.5 days. That was awesome. I gotta say, like, once you get to day 4 and 5, it's like you feel incredible. So anyway, I'm just putting it out there. Let it go, apparently. So yeah, walking away, we saw that. We saw it twice. We saw it in both decks, the 8 of Cups, leaving something behind. Feeling the world is on the other side. So this is a card of empathy, which is good. But just don't let it pull your vibration down. Don't take on everyone's burden, right? Because the best gift we can give to the world is keeping our vibration buoyant. So manifest success cards, please, for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, but day 4 and 5, oh my gosh. It was game changer. Like, I could have kept going after the 7 days or whatever, but because the ketones, oh my gosh, it makes your brain like so clear. Like, you're so clear. I was waking up before my alarm clock and like not even needing coffee. All right, so we have Ring, financial commitments, long-term investment, partnership, work together, and fulfilling career. That's nice. And we also have Cup, overflowing prosperity, full or empty account, nurturer, taking care of business, and fulfilled. If you do a longer fast, make sure you get your electrolytes. It's very important. You get headaches and whatnot. And yeah, it's very important. Lots of water and calorie-free electrolytes, or just a little Celtic salt or Celtic sea salt or Himalayan salt. Has the minerals in it. Yeah, I'm a big fan though. Highly recommend it. It was definitely a challenge, not gonna lie, like, for sure. Before your body actually switches over to burning fat and you get like all those ketones to the brain, you know, you're running through your glucose reserves or whatever, and once your body transitions from that over to burning fat, yeah, it feels great. Like, you feel much better. Get through the little, they call it a keto flu or something like that, you know. Anyway. One card, please, for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. You have Swan, Grace. You who glide across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. A couple of cards from Star Code Astro cards, please, for Taurus. Thank you. Wow, Taurus, you have second house, resources. That is your house. If you don't know, now you know. You also have fifth house, passion. That's the house of Leo. All right, let's get you some dolphins. This is for Taurus. We don't need that many. Okay, these are my little dolphin cards. They are decades old, very well loved. We have migration, float, birthing, surrender, liberation, and essence. All right, let's get you some charms. This is for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, that one apparently it jumped out. What is it? Oh, it's like a little button, but it has this little phoenix looking bird inside. Oh my gosh, Taurus, stop it right now. Look at how many freaking charms there are in this box. This is a lot. And you have the bull, a little golden bull coming out. I also have, no freaking way. Dude, I love this job. It blows my mind. All right, well, that's Aries energy, astrological sign of Aries. You could have that in your chart somewhere. But we also have the Lovers again. It says 3 times. It showed in both tarot decks, and now it's in charm form as well. I don't know if you can see it. You're going to have to trust me. But that's the Lovers. And then we also have the Wheel of Fortune. So things turning around here. We also have love and be loved. Yeah, let's get you a blessing before we close out the reading. This is for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. A blessing of fire and a blessing to bring clarity. And like I said during the reading, that's exactly what's happening here. It's like these 2 people. Where is she? She's here. Yes, there she is. King and Queen of Swords. Sword is the air element, air signs, but it's of the intellect. You know, our cerebral, our mind. This is 2 people who are clearing their mind, quite literally. 4 of Swords is here twice. So 2 people who are like getting right inside their mind. And yeah, that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope something was helpful in this reading. Until next time, take it easy. Bye.